तो आइए शुरुआत करते हैं चर्चा की एंड आई इनवाइट मिस्टर सुंदराजन. Mr. Sundarajan, can you give some overview of the structure of Indian poultry sector and
Good
the
morning.
prevalent disease challenges of the sector? Mr. Sundarajan, please.
Good morning, Professor Sukla. Thank you for this opportunity. Really, I'm great to meet all the eminent scientists, very important supporting government officers and our own industry colleagues and guiding principles of many doctors. One thing I want to salute our farming community, Indian agriculture farmers and poultry farmers. We are the highest risk takers. When we sow a seed, we don't know the rainfall, either more than requirement, less than requirement, what price we are going to get, is it saleable, not saleable. Similarly, in the poultry industry also, when we are buying a chicks at 50 rupees or 10 rupees, we are not sure we are going to sell at 100 rupees or we are going to sell at 40 rupees. So the Indian poultry farmers and agriculture farmers, we need to salute a lot because we are very much proud about that community, the highest risk takers. If you see any manufacturing industry, they know what price they get. They have a costing sheet, what we are going to produce, what is the market demand, what price they can predict. But in the agriculture and poultry, we are in a different status. Indian poultry, compared with international poultry, our farm size is between 3,000 birds to 5,000 birds, and more than a million people across the country in every villages in this business. What Mr. Chaudhary told, it is little above backyard, but it is also a backyard business. It is not a fully organized business. Similarly, egg laying business also, many small farmers, small and medium farmers are involving in this business. This particular business helping the nation a lot in multiple ways. One is all the business attract the people to urban cities, but this particular industry retain the people in their own place and pridefully they are working for themselves. Number two, this agriculture economy, this particular business model, how it is a very much sustainable model. You can see the agriculture, animal culture, we cannot differentiate, contributing a lot in our Indian GDP. Animal culture consuming 70% of the agriculture product except rice and wheat as a feed ingredient, grains and meal. So whatever the turnover of 200,000, 2 lakh crores, 70% goes back to the farming community for their grain supply and meal supply. Not only that, it is giving a very good organic menu to the poultry farmers, from the farmers to agriculture farmers at a cheaper cost. And the contribution of this animal culture, animal industry, millions of people getting job, living in the villages, and pridefully they are either doing by their own farming or associating with an integration company. Even animal culture, there's a poultry, there's a cattle, there's an aqua. Aqua, self-sufficient, they are in the exporting status, generating a lot of foreign exchange. Cattle, if you see cattle and poultry, both are almost similar, but cattle getting a lot of supports from the government, either extension services, veterinary services, across the country, very good network for our cattle. But poultry, we don't have such kind of dispensaries in the taluk level, veterinary services at the taluk level, even labs at the regional level. Such a big industry, vast country, still we are depending on one central lab to diagnose the particular diseases. This is the current situation of our poultry. I need lot of support from this industry. So today, this business poultry industry in the status of, and we are living with a lot of uncertainty, particularly either diseases, uncontrollable diseases, and yes, I know the disease, but I don't have a solution.
Yeah, that's very true. Always it remains a problem. Thank you very much, Sundarajan ji. Sundarajan ji,
Yes, sir.
it reminds me to come back to you. Do we have some extent of estimates of economic losses due to the diseases in this country? Because, of course, you are maintaining your own database and you are a company which is 4 decades old. So I know meticulously you are trying to maintain the data. Do we have some data on it?
As per my data calculation about the industry loss due to ILT disease, respiratory disease, IB variant disease, that is also causing a big loss to the organizations, and multiple strains of avian influenza, and some extent Marex, very virulent Marex, immuno loss. Altogether, it is close to 20,000 crores per annum industry is losing. And what Mr. Balaram told, because of bad image about this poultry industry, because of this media message about anything wrong about the industry, that is equally we are losing in another 20,000 crores whenever bird flu news comes in any state. It affects across the country. The consumption, at least for 3 to 4 weeks, it's coming down. All the farmers, we are losing money.
Okay.
And literally, I want to say a few more minutes.
Right.
At least we have the voice to meet you. We have the voice to reach the government. Many small farmers who is having 5,000 farms, living with 3% birds within 3 days. 97% birds died because of avian influenza within 3 days. What they will do? They're forced to do suicide or some that kind of decisions, because the entire working capital eroded within 3 days in front of them. Many people are lost across the country, particularly West Bengal, Orissa, Assam. Many farmers, they don't have voice. They are losing. This is the loss incurred by the industry. Yes, Dr. Supla.
One more thing, how we are taking the plight of the farmers. In fact, they do have much losses because of diseases. And how as an industry we are taking care of that?
Whatever you a scientist told about biosecurity, yes, everybody following the maximum possible biosecurity. Nobody want to lose their livestock. But some are not in our control, particularly the wild dogs, some birds, some insects, not in our control. And the air with the dust, not with our control in open house. So whatever the poultry industry putting so much of efforts, still many things not in our control. So there, for example, a patient going to a doctor with a lot of belief. I don't know anything about my diseases. I came to you. This is my problems or paining areas. Do something. That is the way we also, yes, I am also representing my farming community. We also coming to central government and state governments, the veterinarians and doctors with a lot of confidence. From 2006, last 15 years, we are knocking the door. We need government support. Get a solution. I am not a scientist. I am not giving any solution. We need a solution from the government. How government gave a fast track solution for the COVID. Within 6 months, vaccines are developed. Within another 6 months, majority of them are administered. Today, we are smiling and meeting each other because of the government efforts to COVID. Chicken is voiceless. We are representing on behalf of chicken. So we request you and your eminent scientist, please help us. You diagnose the problem. You come with a solution. But we need fast solution. Thank you, Doctor.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sundarajan ji.